Today, we automate everything from wood to kelp to cobblestone, to give us the basic resources we'll need if we're ever going to make it to space. But just because we need the power of automation does not mean we can slack on aesthetics, so we must continue building beautifully. I hope you like time lapses because we've got a lot of them today. Time to introduce you all to the Cabin Quest Book. This quest line guides us on what we should be automating, but leaves the how up to you. Here in Chapter 1, High Aspirations, it suggests the automation of wood, andesite, sand for clay, and kelp, several of which we'll get done today. The easiest was sand and clay. These strainers slowly strain water for sand and clay. They're very slow, but will work for now. On to the first actual build. If the last episode taught me anything, it's that cutting down trees manually is lame and boring. Our very first automation, then, is a classic create tree farm. By placing saws atop a minecart contraption to cut down the wood, and then deployers to replant the saplings, we have a quick, no-power tree farm that can produce 3 types of trees at once. Organizing what it makes, however, will be hard until we have some storage logistics, so I just had to dump it in some storage drawers for now. With wood automation, we moved on to kelp. This time, instead of a minecart, I used a gantry shaft. This can move it back and forth along one axis. It can skim the kelp as it goes, using harvesters instead of saws. Kelp is an ingredient in andesite alloy, a pretty vital ingredient to any create machine, so I'm gonna need a lot of kelp. So I wanted to show off how the redstone on this kelp machine worked a little bit more. And it is all powered basically with this powered toggle latch, which is essentially a lever that you can switch on and off with redstone. And that is hooked up to this gear shift. So what's happening is this water wheel is spinning the shaft, and right now nothing weird is happening, it's just going right through the gear shift. But if the lever is then flipped with redstone, boop, oh, boop, then it toggles the lever, which toggles the gear shift, which sends it in the opposite direction. It reverses the rotation. So what's going on is that every time these 2 redstone contacts touch each other, that will send pulse down this redstone line, that will flip the lever, and that will switch the rotation of this gantry shaft. So we should see that in action right now. You'll see this light up, and you'll see that switch directions. And flip. There we go. And then the same thing is hooked up on the other end, so when it reaches this end, it will flip it once again. And I think that's pretty neat. Next up was a Cobblestone Generator. If you've ever played a Skyblock, you'll know what I'm talking about. Not only can it be processed further to automate iron later on, but I really wanted some more stone options for building. Honestly, this mine entrance is my favorite build of the world so far. I added a millstone to grind some of the cobble into gravel. which was then used in this lovely gravel brick flooring. It's not a real mine, it's just simply hiding the cobblestone generator, but I think it still looks really good. I had to do a few trips to the actual mines, which turned out as well as you might expect.
No. Wait. Wait.
With 3 things automated already, I started work on the next farm, andesite itself. In Cabin, you generate it by having a classic cobblestone generator on top of bedrock, meaning we need a nice and convenient way to get up and down from the base of the world, which means we'll need a mineshaft. I used a pulley with drills to make a mineshaft going all the way down to the base of the world. It was powered with a windmill, which while pretty, was pretty slow. We'll need to improve our power production in the next episode. I ran into a small issue. The elevator went through a pocket of underground water. Luckily, Create has a solution for that too. A hose pulley. Using it, we could drain any fluid from the mine shaft after it was dug. I put up a glass barrier dividing the shaft from the rest of the aquifer, so it would have less water to pump. But it would take a while to drain, so while I was working, I moved on to another project, a quick and dirty rubber farm. The arboreal extractor, try saying that 3 times fast, slowly extracts the resin, which this hammer then smushes into rubber. It's pretty darn slow, too. I could use the first rubber to make conveyor belts to expand the storage of the earlier tree farm, already putting some use to it. With all these machines functional but slow, I had time to burn. So time for a farm makeover. It started with separating the different livestock into separate pens. From there, we fixed up the chicken coop. Next up were the sheep. Then the pigs. Then the cows. I gave them a little bit of extra space as we can eventually automate milk production too. Lastly, the horses deserve their own stable. Eventually, there'll be a bridge going over this chasm, so it made sense to have a stable right next to it. Based on the comments from the last video, we have a name for the horse. Since our end goal is space, someone suggested Houston. I couldn't resist making it a pun, so I switched it up to Horston. As in, Horston, we have a problem. Finally, as a little bit of relief from all this building, I made some new iron armor with Tinker's Construct. And went back into a nearby dungeon. Still haven't reached the bottom though. Well, I made a lot of progress today. Cobblestone, kelp, and wood got automated, and our farms got a lot more aesthetic. Next time, we'll work on the final base ingredient for Chapter 1, andesite, as well as work on a large windmill to centralize our early game power production. If you want to see me play live, I stream Minecraft twice a week on Twitch, and consider joining the Discord too, only if you're a cool epic pog gamer. But for now, I'll smell you later!